Officials, please take your seats. Thank you.
All right, and so as we have been saying, the first event this afternoon is going to be event 351, your men's 14 years and under 50-meter freestyle. Going to be 12 heats in this event. As always, we start at heat number 1. So yeah, as we said, as always, we're starting with heat number 1, and we will now pass you down to our referees.
And in heat number 1 in lane 3, we've got Joshua Dainty. Lane 4, Lewis Cooper, and lane 5 is James Graham.
Team managers and coaches, if you can now start to send up to heat number 10 of event 351 through to marshalling, please. So off we go in the first heat, and they're making their way through into the final 15 metres already. Looks like the red hat of James Graham there, City of Liverpool, just out in front as they come in. We will see. It is James touching 33.22. Go to heat number 2.
And in heat number 2, lane 1 is Donovan Evans, lane 2 is Corey Owens, lane 3 is Noah Wild, lane 4 Daniel Barton, lane 5 Isaac Peets, lane 6 Cole Hood, and lane 7 Toby Harrison.
So at the minute, as he made away up the pool, looks like lane number 7, Toby Harrison, got himself a little lead there as they go through into the final 15 metres. We'll see once we get round. It is lane 7 still at the moment, the rest of the pool pretty close together. But as he comes in under flags to take his touch, Toby touches in 31.54. On we go to heat 3.
In heat 3, lane 1 is Porter Tinning, lane 2 is Harrison Dale, lane 3 is Mira Alderbach, lane 4 is Freddie Ball, lane 5 Sebastian Hailwood, lane 6 Noah Burden, lane 7 Samuel Lee, and lane 8 is Johnny Wright.
Can we now have all remaining swimmers for event 351, the 50 freestyle, through to marshalling, please? So at the moment, as you see, lane 3 out in front there. And again makes his way under the flags, over a body length lead on everyone else. He's going to touch the wall in a time of 30.26. Cracking swim there, well done. Off we go to heat number 4.
In heat number 4, lane 1 is Harry Jones, lane 2 is Benji Sutcliffe, lane 3 is Ben Saxby, lane 4 is Archie Fisher, lane 5 Zachary Flitton, lane 6 Mason Grady, lane 7 Freddie Sutton, and lane 8 is Lee Scholes.
So Archie Fisher, lane 4 had a cracking start, but now in lane number 7 it looks like Freddie Sutton might just be out in front. It is very close, this one. Lane number 3 working hard as well. It looks like lane 3 does just have the advantage. He definitely does now as he's coming into the wall. That is lane 3, Ben Saxby touching the wall, 30.58. We move on to heat 5.
Heat number 5, lane 1, Ethan Mailer, lane 2, Isaac Shaw, lane 3, Owen Donnelly, lane 4, Travis Minto, lane 5, Thomas Jepson, lane 6, Marley Griffiths, lane 7, Noah Lazenby Tracy, and lane 8 is Oliver Pearson.
So at the moment it looks like lane number 6 in Marley Griffiths is out in front. So as they make their way towards the final 15 metres of heat number 5. He is still out in front, is Marley, but it is very close. Coming back at him is lane number 4. Who's going to take the touch? It is lane 6 at a time of 29.85. Off we go to heat number 6.
Heat number 6, lane 1 is Charlie Wilcock, lane 2 Dexter Diver, lane 3 Jasper Weller, lane 4 Owen Wilson, lane 5 Oshan Spence, lane 6 Leo Talbot, lane 7 Max Pearson, lane 8 Gerard Borrell, Sherlock.
Very even at the moment. Looks like lane 5 might just be out in front there. Time to beat in this one. The fastest entry time is Ollie Bottomley at 26.07, so we'll see how that goes. But coming into the wall, looks like lane 1. It is lane 1. Charlie Wilcock touches the wall in 29.32. Okay, move on to heat 7.
Heat 7, lane 1 George Benson, lane 2 Joshua Paul, lane 3 Max Offord, lane 4 Cormac Whiteley, lane 5 Dylan Madigan, lane 6 Willem Grundy, lane 7 Benjamin Cook, lane 8 Finley Arnold.
Lane number 8, Finley Arnold and Crosby here in the outside lanes. Not waiting around in this particular heat. Over a body length lead of everyone else. They're going to touch the wall. And a cracking time, 28.05 for Finley Arnold over in lane number 8. We move on to heat number 8.
Heat 8, lane 1 Archie Spicer, lane 2 Elliot Papelia, lane 4 James Fothergill, lane 5 Cody Bridge, lane 6 Ethan Harris Hayes, lane 7 Flynn Martin, and lane 8 is Samuel Williams.
Team managers and coaches, if we can have the first 4 heats of event 352, the women's 14 years and under 100 metre freestyle to marshalling, please. Well, this one's very close, as you can see. There we go. It looks like lane number 5, oh no, sorry, 7. We'll see, I don't know. Who knows? The wall knows it is lane number 5 in a time of 28.56. Off we go to heat 9.
Heat number 9, lane 1 is Henry Taylor, lane 2 Simon Harrison, lane 3 Joshua Hollenby, lane 4 Duncan Whaley, lane 5 Thomas O'Brien, lane 6 Jack Wheeler, lane 7 Michael Gillespie, and lane 8 George Dainty.
So lanes 1 and 6 went out the fastest. They are still out there at the moment in front, but lane 7 and 8 giving a massive chase as well. There's going to be lane number 1. And it is Henry Taylor in lane 1, touching in 27.46. We move on to heat number 10.
Heat 10, lane 1, Orfeo Wen, lane 2, Brandon Taylor, lane 3, Casey Liu, lane 4, Oliver Parry, lane 5, Isaac Chow, lane 6, Daniel Coverdy, lane 7, Ethan McGuinness, lane 8, Luke Kavanagh.
Well, lane number 4 out in front this time, and that is Oliver Parry of Oldham Aquatics. Oliver McAdam is lane number 5 as well, but it looks like Oliver's going to go through. And he does. Oliver touches the wall there in 27.04. And we move on to heat 11.
Heat 11, lane 1, Jack Jarvis, lane 2, Thomas Large, lane 3, Caleb Waldemar, lane 4, Samuel Sutcliffe, lane 5, Joshua Keogh, lane 6, Finlay Parkinson, lane 7, Luke Aitken, and lane 8 is Oscar Hodgson.
Can we have up to heat number 8 of event 352, the women's 14 years and under, 100 metres freestyle to marshalling, please. Yeah, this time it is lane 4, right up to it, it's Samuel Sutcliffe. He's going to come in, he's going to take a touch at 26.33. We move on to the final heat of this event. This is heat number 12.
Heat 12, lane 1, Charlie Chadwick, lane 2, Charles Foster, lane 3, Max Henderson, lane 4, Ollie Bottomley, lane 5, Jonathan Waters, lane 6, Michael Wu, lane 7, Saul Nixon, and lane 8, Vincent Evans.
We said it is lane 4 again, Ollie Bottomley, who's out there in front at the moment. And we said Jonathan Waters working out at the side of him, but it is Ollie who is going to be taking this one, just a matter of what time he's going to get off the wall. And let me see, Ollie touches in 26.46. And just like that, the 50 freestyle has finished. We move on now to event 352, the women's 14 years and under 100 metres freestyle. There are 13 heats in this event, and this is heat number 1.
And in heat number 1, in lane 2, Isabella Bonfield from the City of Salford. Lane 3 is Megan Hacking from Great Howard. Lane 4 is Jessica Brudenell from Satellite. Lane 5 is Sophia Sugden from Carlisle. Lane 6 is Kira Johnson from Bolton Metro. And lane 7 is Lily Owen from the Seals.
Okay, so at the moment, as you can see, turning around first is lane 7. And that was Lily, turning 35.17. Sophia not far behind, turning on 35.76. All very close though as they're making their way back down the pool. Still for anyone to take this race by the horns and take it home. Possibly lane 5 now in Sophia. He's making a move and they're coming towards the last 5 metres, but also Isabella working hard as well. But it is Sophia touching the wall in 1:13.70. Now we move on to heat number 2.
And heat number 2, lane 1 is Robin Salis from Canforth. Lane 2 is Maisie Geary from Southport. Lane 3 is Megan Ellis from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 4 is Caitlin Hume from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is Chloe Whittington from Preston. Lane 6 is Isabel Marsh from Carlisle Aquatics. Lane 7 is Evelyn Flanagan from the City of Liverpool. And lane 8 is Hermione Coakley-Hines from Bedbyton.
So at the moment, looks like lane 7's just got a very slight advantage. Well, look as they turn around. It is Evelyn who's just out in front there, turning on 33.30. But Hermione is not far behind on 33.70. So at the moment now it's looking between lane 1 and lane 7. And as they come under the flags, it looks like lane 1's just going to come through, and that's going to be Robin. And it is, and she takes a time of 1:09.41. We move on to heat number 3.
And in heat number 3, in lane 1, we've got Laurie Whittaker from Preston. Lane 2 is Tilly Stevens from Crosby. Lane 3 is Olivia Wilson from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Emily Tapin from Warrington. Lane 5, Olivia Rowland from Stretford from Altrincham. And lane 6 is Francesca Banks. Lane 7 is Anya Foxhall from Wigan Best. And lane 8 is Lauren Berry from Bebington.
Announcing some finalists for you. From the men's 50 freestyle. In the 11 and 12 years age group from Stockport Metro, we have Toby Harrison. Also from Stockport, we have Gerard Burrell Shashenko. And also from Stockport, we have Mia Alderbach. From Ramsbottom is Cormac Whiteley. From Bolton Metro is Samuel Williams. From Ramsbottom is Ben Saxby. From Bolton Metro is Leo Talbot. And from Workington is Zachary Flitton. The reserve finalist for this one from Courtland is Freddie Sutton. And from Ramsbottom is Benji Sutcliffe. Okay, as the girls make their way back down towards the flags, it's looking like lane number 7, although lane 1 coming back strong as well. No, but as you said, lane 7 touches earned a time of 1:09.27. Move on to heat 4.
And in heat number 4, lane 1 is Erin Waits from Wigan Best. Lane 2, Elizabeth Adam from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 3 is Kate Schillinger from Winsford, and also from Winsford. And lane 4 is Annabelle Chan. Lane 5 is Lily Broadfoot from Barrow. Lane 6 is Lily Hanrahan from City of Salford. Lane 7 is Isabella Fowles from Cockermouth. And lane 8 is Pollyanna Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics.
More finalists for the 50 freestyle, this time in the 13 years age group. From Wigan Best is Alfie Owen. From Ramsbottom is Ethan McGuinness. From Stockport is Daniel Colverdi. From Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. From Crosby is Finlay Arnold. From Carlisle Aquatics is Oscar Hodgson. From Ramsbottom is Charlie Wilcock. And from Satellite is Jasper Weller. Your reserve finalists from Canforth is Oshan Spence, and from the City of Liverpool is Dylan Marican. Okay, so this time as the girls make their way down and towards the final 15, it is lane number 3. Kate Schlinger, she's in front, nearly a body length lead, or just under, maybe half. As she comes in on the flag, she's going to take the touch of the wall. What time is she going to have? She's going to hit 1:09.17. We move on to heat number 5.
Heat Heat 5 in lane 1, Eloise Perrott from Knutsford. Lane 2 is Laura David Caterino from Oldham Aquatics. In lane 3 is Olivia Edgar from Chorley Malins. Lane 4 is Pippa Reg from Southport. Lane 5 is Lily Rose Unwin from Trafford. Lane 6 is Honor Lucas from Preston. Lane 7 is Autumn Paxton from Stockport. Lane 8 is Maisie O'Mahony from Cockermouth.
Moving on with more finalists from the men's 50 freestyle, this time in the 14 years age group. Here are your finalists. From Bolton Metro, Joshua Keogh. From Everton is Isaac Chow. From Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. From the City of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. From Blackpool Aquatics is Jonathan Walters. From Stockport Metro is Henry Taylor. From Bolton Metro is Casey Liu. And from Winsford is Jack Wheeler. Your reserve finalists from this one, from Fleetwood, is Caleb Valdemar. And from Altrincham is Michael Wu. So as they're making their way down, it is lanes number 3 and 6 fighting it out. As they come in to take the touch. Very close indeed, but it is lane 6 in a time of 1:06.76. Move on to heat number 6.
In heat number 6, we've got lane 1, Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood. Lane 2 is Maeve Bunclark from the City of Liverpool. Lane 3 is Kate Roberts from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 4 is Kate Kiskey from Southport. Also from Southport in lane 5 is Evie Sampson. Lane 6 is Nella Cockis from the City of Salford. Lane 7, Sophie Lee from Southport. And in lane 8 is Erin Curry from Warrington.
As always, we have a finalist from the 50 freestyle. You do have your 15 minutes now to put in any withdrawals. Thank you. Team managers and coaches, if you haven't already done so, can we have all remaining swimmers for event 352? The ladies 100 metres freestyle through to marshalling, please. Okay, so as they're making their way back down, this time it looks like lane number 2 is out in front in Maeve Bunclark of the City of Liverpool. Rest of the field pretty even. But Maeve's still there, working very hard next to us. Katie Roberts of Leyland as well, though. And Maeve's coming underneath the flags. And she's going to touch the ball. This time is Maeve in 1:06.92. And we move on to heat 7.
Heat 7, lane 1 is Ania Chisnell from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Emily Hall from Warrington. Also from Warrington in lane 3 is Isabel Hitchmo. Lane 4 is Neve Mussel from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Nandini Kapoor from Preston. Lane 6 is Rachel Lewis from Cockermouth. Lane 7 is Eva Webb from Stockport. And lane 8 is Jodie Dunn from the City of Liverpool.
So on the early outgoings, it looks like lane 1, 4, 5 and 6. All close together, and taking the turn of the first 50 is Rachel Lewis of Cockermouth. She turned around in 31.25. You say lane number 4, you do have Neve Mussel working hard there. As we have been for the majority of the race, it is still lane 6. Rachel Lewis holding on as she goes under the flags. Who's going to touch the wall is Rachel, in a time of 1:05.51. We move on to heat number 8.
And in heat 8, in lane number 1, we've got Ella Faulkner from Stockport. Lane 2 is Annabelle Rogan from Wirral Metro. Lane 3 is Grace Rubble from Keating from the City of Manchester. Lane 4 is Megan Rickles from Winsford. Lane 5 is Emily Jackson-Smith from the City of Salford. Lane 6 is Phoebe Grogan from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Iris Hurst from Warrington. And lane 8 is Lauren Dennett from the Isle of Man.
So Grace Rogan from Keating set out in front at the 50 metres, turning in 31.18. Very close, so it's a Phoebe Grogan going around in 31.36. Ella Faulkner not far behind in 31.73, so it looks like Grace is still out in front, but you do also have a set Phoebe Grogan lane 6. Looks like you're 1 and 2 at the moment. The rest of the heat is very close together. Still Grace holding on to the lead, and as she goes under the flags, she'll be touching the wall. In a time of 1:05.31. We move on to heat number 9.
Heat number 9, lane 1 is Caitlin Bosalachi-Situ from the City of Salford. Lane 3 is Isabel Fletcher from Winsford. Lane 4 is Olivia Penellan from Ulverston. And lane 5 is Ruby Sims from Trafford. Lane 6 is Maya Smith from Burnley. Lane 7 is Jessica Corder from the City of Salford. And lane 8 is Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas.
Okay, so at the moment it is Ruby Sim who turned first in 30.06. As we go through into the final 25, it is Ruby who's still out in front, but lane number 1 in Caitlin is working hard to track her down. And also lane 6 in Maya Smith working hard as well. But as we said, they're coming under the flags. Ruby comes in and takes a touch of 1:04.62. We move on to heat 10.
And in heat number 10, lane 1 is Amelia Gerrard from Warrington. Lane 2 is Sandra Jacker from City of Salford. Lane 3 is Olivia Watts from Warrington. Lane 4 is Yasmin Coulter from Cockermouth. Lane 5 is Clara Spence from Carnforth. Lane 6 is Emily Roberts from Alsager. Lane 7 is Jasmine Boazes from Warrington. Lane 8 is Grace Edwards from Satellite. And just letting you know that in heat number 9, lane 1 was a disqualification. Heat 9, lane 1 was a disqualification.
Well, pretty much everyone turning around there. As I said, a 31 or a 32. Anyone's race to have this as they're coming back down the back 50. I'm not even going to try and say who's going to be out in front. Looks like lane 7 is Jasmine Boazes might have a little slight lead over a teammate in lane 3. And it is Jasmine who is in lane 7 who's pulling away as they go under the flag. flags, teammates working hard. Let's see what time they touch the wall at. Jasmine touches in 1:04.19. So we move on to heat number 11.
Heat 11, lane 1 is Amelia Williams-Blake from Trafford. Lane 2 is Olivia O'Mahony from Cockermouth. Lane 3 is Gracie Louise Potts from the City of Salford. Lane 4, Gabriella Hunt from Warrington. Lane 5 is Zara Mann from Preston and also from Preston. And lane 6 is Charlotte Collinson. Lane 7, Scarlett Robinson from Copeland. And lane 8 is Lily O'Neill from Trafford.
So Gracie Louise Potts goes round there in 29.92. Everyone else turns on a 30. Still looks like Gracie's out in front at the moment, but it is very, very close once again. As we're coming towards the flags, Gracie still does seem to be holding on at the moment. She's going to go under. She will take the touch. What time will she get? Gracie Louise Potts touches in 1:02.48. And we move on to heat 12.
In heat number 12, in lane 1 is Lily Tipping from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Abby Roscoe from Wirral. Lane 3 is Amber Wake from Cockermouth. Lane 4 is Katie Lee from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Kerry Henry from Warrington. Lane 6 is Peachy Wu from Stockport. Lane 7 is Sarah Cole from Satellite. And lane 8 is Ava Grace Hudson from Wigan.
So going round first this time is Kerry Henning, turning in 30.32, followed very closely by Katie Lee in 30.62. But again, as the last few heats have been very close as they make their way back down the final 25. Looks like Katie Lee and Kerry Henning just trying to stretch away from the rest. It looks like Katie Lee is just making her move now as she goes under the flags. And Katie will touch this time in 1:02.30. We move on to the final heat in this event. This is heat 13.
And in this last heat, heat 13, in lane 1, we've got Emily Wynne from Beckington. Lane 2 is Evie Clare from Stockport. Lane 3 is Evie Cutter from Wigan Best, and also from Wigan Best. And lane 4 is Isabel Lipchot. Lane 5 is Alice Volkovaya from the City of Salford. And lane 6, also from the City of Salford, is Amelie Bloxage. Lane 7 is Georgia Cowgill from Trafford. And lane 8 is Ola Emery from Ramsbottom.
So at the moment it's lanes 3, 4 and 5, turning round first in, let me see, 29.71 is Evie Cutter. But it is very, very close indeed, as we said yet again. Lanes 3, 4 and 5 battling it out. That would be Evie, Isabel and Alice at the moment. Lane 2 working hard as well in Evie Clare. But at the moment, as we said, it's Evie Cutter, it's Isabel Lipshot and Alice Volkovaya as they're coming in towards the final 5 metres, going under the flags. Looks like Evie Cutter is going to get in. And she touches the wall in 1:01.70. Okay, so we move on to our next event, which is 353, the men's 14 years and under 200 metres individual medley. There are 9 heats in this event. This is heat number 1.
And in heat number 1, from Southport in lane 2 is Douglas Jones. Lane 3 is George Barons from Fleetwood. Lane 4 is Logan Byrne from Southport. Lane 5 is Jasper de Glocker from Warrington. Lane 6 is Cole Hood from Wigan. And lane 7 is Aaron Nolte from Garstown.
Oh, okay, so now we can take a little bit of a breath as we head into the 200 individual medley. The fastest entry time for this one is set by Joseph Ashley, the Warrington Warriors. His entry time was 2:19.72. So as we move through the heats, we'll see if anyone can take that out before they move towards the finals. We shall see. Just as a reminder, as we said, if you are watching on YouTube, or of course you are here in the swimming pool, if you are wanting to send good luck messages for the finals on Twitter, send your good luck message, making sure you put hashtag SwimNW2022. So SwimNW and then numbers 2022. Put a space and then send your message across, and we'll get them read out for you before the finals. As we can see, we're on the breaststroke section now, lane number 2 out in front, and that's Southport's Douglas Jones. He turned round in 1:25.78. Followed by Wigan Best Cole Hood, he came round in 1:29.03. And in third place, as we said, as they turned into breaststroke, it was George Barons of Fleetwood, who went round in 1:30.56. So lane number 4 here, Logan Burns had a cracking breaststroke section here. As we said, Logan, he actually turned, as we got onto his breaststroke in 5th, and he's turned first as he come back down into the freestyle. So it is your Southport Sunners out in front in lanes 2 and 4. Just very quickly, can we have coach or team manager from Warrington and Preston up to the timing suite, please? Can we have coaches from Warrington and Preston up to the timing suite as soon as possible? Thank you. We move on to heat 2.
And in heat 2, in lane 1, we've got Ethan Bent from the City of Manchester. In lane 2, we've got James Graham from the City of Liverpool. Lane 3, Zachary Flitton from Workington. Lane 4, Corey Owens from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 5 is Porter Tinning from Barrow. Lane 6 is Daniel Barton from Wigan Best. Lane 7, Freddie Ball from Wirral Metro. And lane 8 is Freddie Sutton from Cookland.
Okay, we have some finalists for the women's 100 metres freestyle. In the 11 and 12 years age group, the finalists from Camforth is Robin Sallis, from Winsford is Kate Schindler, from Cockermouth is Maisie O'Mahony, from Warrington Warriors is Iris Hurst, from Southport is Sophie Lee, from Stockport Metro is Autumn Claxton, and from Wigan Best is and Naya Foxwell, and from Preston is Lowry Whittaker. Your reserve finalists for that one from the City of Liverpool is Evelyn Flanagan, and from Winsford is Annabelle Chan. Moving on to your 13 years age group, your finalists from Trafford Metro is Ruby Sims, from Stockport Metro is Peachy Wu, from Warrington Warriors is Jasmine Boazis, from Wigan Best is Evie Cutter, from Stockport Metro is Evie Clare, from Wirral Metro is Abby Roscoe, from Warrington Warriors is Olivia Watts, and from the City of Salford is Amelie Bloxage. Your reserve finalist for that one from Cockermouth is Rachel Lewis, and from Warrington Warriors is Amelia Gerard. Moving on to your 14 years age group finalists. From Cockermouth is Amber Rigg, from Warrington Warriors is Kerry Henny, and from the City of Salford is Gracie Louise Potts, from Wigan Best is Isabel Littrott, and from the City of Salford is Katie Lee, also from City of Salford is Alice Volkovaya, and from Cockermouth is Olivia O'Mahony, and from Trafford Metro is Amelia Williams Blake. Okay, so at the moment, as you say, looks lane number 8 in Freddie Sutton. And it is still going out in front there is Freddie as he goes under the flags. Going to touch the wall. In a time of 2:55.31. Second was Zachary Flitton of Workington, 2:58.28, and Porter Tinning from Barrow touched in 2:58.38. So off we go to heat number 3.
In heat number 3, lane 1 is Harry Jones from Winsford. Lane 2 is William Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is Harrison Dale from Southport. Lane 4 is Marley Griffiths from Ulverston. Lane 5 is Harry Elson from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 6 is Logan Ivinson from Cockermouth. Lane 7 is Tom Bell from Barrow. And lane 8 is Archie Whiteman from Warrington.
So at the moment, as we make our way into Breaststroke, it is lane number 3, Harrison Dale, who is out in front. He's then followed by lane number 6, is Logan, and of course we've got lane number 2 as well. There is William. So I've got a couple of good luck messages. Firstly, wishing Scarlett Smith lots of luck this afternoon in the 100 breast. Competing today after a long injury. We're all very proud of your resilience to get back in the pool. Just enjoy it, kid. So there you go, that's from Jill. Thank you, Jill. And moving on, good luck to Amber Rigg. of Cockermouth in the final of the 100 freestyle from Grandma, Grandpa and Robin, who are all watching at home in Carlisle. So thank you very much for that one. As the swimmers making their way back down for the final time in the freestyle, as it has been for the majority of the race, it is lane number 3, Harrison Dale, who's out in front. He says still working hard to catch him is Logan over in lane number 6. Well, Harrison is going to hold on and he's going to post a time of 2:49.03. Logan touches the wall in 2 minutes 50.18 and William touches third in 2:53.32. Oh, well done, swimmers. We move on to heat 4.
In heat number 4, in lane 1, we've got Oliver Stanley from Preston. Lane 2 is Gerard Burrell-Sherlockov from Stockport. Lane 3, Archie Fisher from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 is Alexander Lewis from the City of Manchester. Lane 5 is Jack Hamlet from the City of Salford. Lane 7, Rhys Pownell from Leyland. And lane 8 is Adam Bloin-Phillips from the City of Chester.
So after the butterfly section there, it is lane number 4, Alexander Lewis, touching there at 36.11. So as they're coming down in the backstroke, now looks at lane number 7, and Rhys might just be slightly in front. Still not far behind is Alexander in lane number 4. And it is Rhys of Leyland Barracudas who touched his first this time in 1:19.92. Got himself just over a second lead. As everyone, as all the commentators say, the breaststroke section, the making of breaking of the IM. So we'll see how we go with that one. Still looks like Rhys in lane number 7 now. He's out in front only just so. As I said, lane number 8 is tracking. So that is Adam, City of Chester. So we said Rhys turned first in 2:11.09 as they make their way back down the pool for the final time. Rhys starting to stretch his lead, is Rhys. Lanes number 3 and 4 having their own personal battle there, as well as lane number 1 who's coming through. Rhys's entry time was 2:55.70. Rhys's new time is 2:47.82 as he touches the wall. Archie Fisher came second there with 2:51.14, touching third was Alexander Lewis. And we move on to heat number 5.
And And in heat number 5 in lane 1, Noah Lazy Tracy from Stretford. Lane 2 is Thomas Bidgood from Satellite. Lane 3 is Callum Byrne from Southport. Lane 4 is Charlie Woodcock from Ramsbottom. Lane 5 is James Vaughan from Wigan Best. Lane 6 is Edward Marr from Winsford. Lane 7 is Owen Donnelly from Clitheroe. And lane 8 is Oliver Pearson from Wigan Best.
So, as we said, out in lane number 2, Thomas Bidgood. He's out in front at the moment, as he was at the turn. Turned in 34.01. And at that point, second place turned in 34.44. So as you can see, he's definitely stretched his lead over this backstroke section as Thomas in lane number 2. So Thomas turns on 1:14.16, and that gives him just short of a 5-second lead over second place lane number 5, who's James Vaughan of Wigan Best, who's closely followed by Charlie Wilcock from Ramsbottom, who turned around in 1:19.51. Yeah, again though, as we said, lane number 2, in the shape of Thomas Bidgood, looking strong again on his breaststroke section. So it is Thomas again. James is still holding on to his second place there as well. And after James, it looks like lane number 6, Edward. But Thomas did turn around this time in 1:58.60 as he makes his way back down on the freestyle section. So Thomas is making his way into the box 15. Thomas's entry time was 2:51.15. Again, another PB incoming here. And as we said, better than his entry time anyway, in a time of 2:36.78. Second place is going to go to Wigan Best James Vaughan, touching the wall in 2:45.13. And touching third was Edward Marr in a time of 2:48.26. We move on to heat number 6.
And in heat number 6, lane 1 is Leo Talbot from Bolton Metro. Lane 2 is Max Pearson from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Samuel Williams from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 is William Irvine from the City of Liverpool. Lane 5 is Oscar Hodgson from Carlisle. Lane 6 is Max Offord from Altrincham. Lane 7, Christopher Jameson from Bebbington. Lane 8 is Christopher O'Connell from Stockport Metro. And just letting you know, in heat 5, lane 4 was a DQ. Heat 5, lane 4 was a DQ.
So this heat looking a little bit more evenly balanced. As we said, the red hats in lane number 4. William Irvine just has a little lead there at the moment, but lane 6 coming through in Max Orford. Orford and Altrincham. But as they turn and get to breaststroke, it was William Irvine. He touched in 1:13.86. He said Max turned his second in 1:14.59. And with Oscar in lane number 5, he turned in 1:16.44. As I said, at the moment it is still The red hat of the City of Liverpool and William Irvine, who's out in front. As we said, the blue hat of Altrincham is working very hard. Underneath that blue hat is Max Orford, of course. So William touches the wall in 1:58.97. Max touching in 2 minutes, .77. As we said, we've still got William in front at the moment, but Max is coming back strong in the middle of them two in lane 5, working hard. Here's Oscar trying to close the gap. I think Oscar's just going to run out of the pool in this particular heat, but at the moment it is still William or Max. It is William. He's going to be touching the wall in 2:37.32. Max touching in 2:37.68 and Oscar touching in 2:39.90. We move on to heat 7. So in heat number 7, lane number 2, we have Dylan Foster from Southport. In lane number 3 from Stockport Metro is Thomas O'Brien. In lane 4 from the City of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. In lane number 5 from Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. In lane 6 from Charlie Marlins is Brandon Taylor. In lane 7 from Cockermouth is Saul Newson Nixon. And in lane number 8 from Ramsbottom is Ethan McGuinness. Just to let you know, in the previous heat, in heat number 6 of event 353, there was a disqualification in lane number 8. So the previous, as we said in the previous heat, in heat number 6, lane number 8 was disqualified. So at the moment, it is Ollie Bottomley who's out in front. Ollie turns up to his breaststroke section in 1:08.77. Turning second there was Saul over in lane 7. He turned in 1:12.16. And turning third was Brandon from Charlie Marlins in 1:12.46. So again, it is still Ollie out in front. This time he turned in 1:53.87. 3-second lead over Thomas O'Brien, who turned second in 1:56.99. As I said, Ollie's still out in front as he comes under the 5-metre flags. See what time Ollie's going to get. Touches the wall in 2:28.28. Brandon touches second in 2:29.97. Thomas O'Brien touching in 2:33.27. We move on to heat number 8. team managers and coaches, if we can have the first 5 events for event 354, the women's 14 years and under 100 metres breaststroke to marshalling, please. The first 5 heats of event 354, the women's 14 years and under 100 metres breaststroke through to marshalling. Thank you. Okay, so in heat number 8, lane number 1 from the City of Manchester is James Fothergill. In lane 2 from Flixton is Charlie Chadwick. In lane 3 from Prescott is Burden O'Dowd. In lane 4 from Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. In lane 5 from Blackpool Aquatics is Jonathan Waters. In lane 6 from Stockport Metro is Henry Taylor. In lane 7 from Satellite is Simon Harrison. And in lane number 8 from Preston is Seth Hutchinson. So at the initial first turn, it was at lane number 4, Oliver Parry turn, but as you can see in the pool right now, it is lane number 6 who's come through very fast on his backstroke in the form of Henry Taylor. Henry touches the wall there in 106.76. After that, you say it is Oliver Parry. He went round in 111.09, and Jonathan Waters, who was 112.70. So Henry still out in lane 6, although it does look like lanes 4 and 5 are making a little bit of ground on him. So as they're making their way back down in towards the last 5 metres, as I said, it is going to be Henry who's going to touch the wall. Henry does touch the wall in 2:28.36. After that, it's Oliver Parry touching in 2:31.48. Jonathan Waters touching in 2:32.00. Okay, so in the final heat of this event, in lane number 1 from Stockport Metro, we have Lewis Brody. In lane number 2 from Bolton Metro is Casey Liu. In lane number 4 from Warrington Warriors is Joseph Ashley. In lane 5 from Wigan Best is Joshua Hayes. In lane 6 from the City of Salford is Luke Aitken. In lane 7 from Wigan Best is Alfie Owen. And in lane number 8 from the City of Liverpool is Dylan Madican. Team coaches and managers, if we can now have up to heat number 8 for the ladies 100 metres breaststroke through to marshalling, please. Thank you. So it is Warrington Warriors Joseph Ashley who turned first. Off he goes in his breaststroke. After that you've got lanes 1, 5 and 6 all very close together. Lewis, Joshua and Luke. It's Joseph looking like he's stretching away on this breaststroke section there. After that you've got Luke in lane 6, who's running second at the moment, with Joshua not far behind him in lane number 5. So Joseph turning in 1:47.07. As I mentioned earlier on, his entry time was 2:19.72. So Joseph comes under, hit the flags and into the wall. He's going to take the touch in the time of 2:22.32. After that, you've got Luke and Joshua fighting it into the wall. Who's going to it's actually a joint second there. Joshua and Luke touching exactly the same time, 2:29.83. And that is the end of the men's 200 metres individual medley. We now move on to event 354, which is your women's 14 years and under 100 metres breaststroke. There are 12 heats in this event. This will be heat number 1. So off we go with 100 metres breaststroke. In heat number 1, in lane number 3 from Satellite is Megan Edwards. In lane 4 from Leyland Barracudas is Elizabeth Adam. And in lane 5 from Wigan Best is Elise Ainscough. So we said fastest entry time for this one. Coming into the event is City of Salford's Gabby McCulloch. Their entry time was 1:16.10. Expecting some faster times than that as we go through, I would imagine. Well, here we go as they make their way back down the pool. It is Leyland Barracudas, Elizabeth Adam at the moment. All three swimmers working very hard. As I said, they've come through into the final 25. As I said, they come under the flags. Let's see what time Elizabeth will touch on. Elizabeth takes touches at 1:34.63. Megan in 1:35.28. And Elise touching the wall there. move on to heat 2. So we have some finalists to announce for you in the men's 200 individual medley. In your 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists from Stockport Metro is Gerard Burrell-Shafenkov. From Southport is Harrison Dale. From Bolton Metro is Leo Talbot. From Wigan Best is James Vaughan. From Bolton Metro is Samuel Williams. From Southport is Callum Byrne. From Blackpool Aquatics is William Kershaw. And from Copeland is Freddie Sutton. Your reserve finalist for this one from Workington is Zachary Flitton, and from Barrow is Porter Tinning. Moving on to your 13 years finalists. From Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. From the City of Liverpool is Dylan Marrican. From Altrincham is Max Orford. From Satellite is Thomas Biggood. From the City of Liverpool is William Irvine. From Wigan Best is Alfie Owen. From Carlisle Aquatics is Oscar Hodgson, and from Ramsbottom is Ethan McGuinness. Your reserve finalist for that one from Leyland Barracudas is Rhys Pownall, and from Winsford is Edward Marr. Moving on to your 14 years age group finalists from Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. From Wigan Best is Joshua Hayes. From Stockport Metro is Henry Taylor. From Warrington Warriors is Joshua Ashley. From City of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. Also from Salford is Luke Aitken. From Charlie Marlins is Brandon Taylor. And from Stockport Metro is Lewis Brodie. Your reserve finalist for this one is Jonathan Waters. From Blackpool, and from Prescott is Burden O'Dock. You now have 15 minutes for any withdrawals. And taking a touch on that one, in lane number 5 from Crosby, was Tilly Stevens in a time of 1:34.90. We move on to heat 3.
And in heat number 3, in lane 1, we've got Lily Rosenwyn from Trafford. Lane 2 is Sophia Wolf from Wirral Metro. Lane 3 is Chloe Whittington from Preston. Lane 4 is Amber Cowgill from Trafford. Lane 5 is Willow Morley from the City of Salford. Lane 6 is Gracie Smith from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Megan Ormiston from Stockport. And lane 8 is Molly Lloyd from Winsford.
So turning first, sir, in lane number 5 was Willow Morley from City of Salford. She turned in a time of 40.60. And she's still out in front as she makes her way back down and in towards her final 25 metres in this particular heat. It's pretty close after that. You've got lane number 2. Sophia Wolf is running second at the moment, but the entire heat, as we said, is very close. And behind them, but still at the moment, as we said, lane number 5. She's below, and she goes underneath the flags. She's going to touch the wall in a time of 1:28.53. Looks like lane number 8 is going to touch the wall second. She does. That's Molly Lloyd from Winsford in 1:36 dead. And Sophia touches third in a time of 1:36.87. We move on to heat number 4.
In heat number 4, we've got lane 1, Olivia Gibson from Chorley Marlins. Lane 2 is Sophie Dixon from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is Mia Robinson from Southport. Lane 4 is Bonnie Carruthers from Ramsbottom. Lane 5 is Emily Tapen from Warrington. Lane 6 is Ellen Jones from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Serena Standring from Winsford. And lane 8 is Isabel Marsh from Carlisle Aquatics.
So as I said, just a reminder, as once again, if you wanted to get the good luck messages in for the finals, it's hashtag swim NW and then the numbers 2022, followed by your message on Twitter. We'll get them read out for you. But at the moment, it's Sophie Dixon in lane number 2, who's out in front. She touched on 41.63, followed by Ellen Jones in 42.19, who was closely tracked by Bonnie in lane number 4. She turned in 42.27. It is lane number 2, Sophie Dixon, who's still out in front. After that, it's very, very close together. Okay, so as they are coming under the flags, here's lane number 2 touches in a time of 1 minute 30.95. Lane number 7 was second with 1:31.42. There we go. We move on to heat number 5.
And in heat number 5, in lane 1, we've got Anna Smith from Workington. Lane 2 is Megan Hacking from Great Howard. Lane 3 is Maisie Geary from Southport. Lane 4 is Ella Faulkner from Stockport. Lane 5 is Honor Lucas from Preston. Lane 6 is Caitlin Hume from Bolton Metro. Lane 7 is Sophie Lee from Southport. And lane 8 is Autumn Paxton from Stockport.
So lane number 2 is Megan turning first in 42.97, followed closely by Maisie in lane number 3, who went down in 43.81, as well as Anna Smith as well. So lanes 1, 2 and 3 are very close together over that first 50. And it still looks like them 3 are just a little bit in front of the rest of the heat. Lane number 3, Maisie Geary, seems to be out in front at the moment. And as they go under the flags, still, as we said, it is Maisie in lane number 3. Maisie's going to touch the wall in 1:29.37. Second is Anna in 1:31.60, and Sophie touches next in 1:31.94. So we move on to heat 6.
And in heat number 6, in lane 1, we've got Isabella Fowles from Cockermouth. Lane 2 is Lily Broadfoot from Barrow. Lane 3 is Marley Rose Garrett from the City of Liverpool. Lane 4 is Rachel Lewis from Cockermouth. Lane 5 is Olivia Watts from Warrington. Lane 6 is Amelia Fitzgerald from Winsford. Lane 7 is Jessica Lister from Workington. And lane 8 is Isabel Hitchmo from Warrington.
So it was lane number 3, you turned on the 50 in front. It was lane number 3 and lane number 1. They are having a battle now. Lane 3 just seems to be still out in front in Marley Rose Garrett, the City of Liverpool. Although working hard is Isabella there from Cockermouth in lane number 1. Go to the final 5 metres. As we said, it's some Marley Rose who's out in front, but it's going to be close on the touch here. Marley takes that touch in 1:27.40. Isabella touching in 1:28.07, and touching the wall third was Jessica over in lane 7 in 1:29.69. We move on to heat number 7.
In heat number 7, lane 1 is Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood, lane 2 is Pippa Vey from Southport, lane 3 is Sophie Whittles from the City of Salford, lane 4 is Emily Lyons from the Seals, lane 5 is Jasmine Catman from Lancaster, lane 6 is Alice Cumberledge from Satellite, lane 7 Iris Hurst from Warrington, and lane 8 is Ania Chisnell from Wigan Best.
So it was lane number 4, Emily, who turned first there in 41.50, and very closely followed by lane 1, who went round in 41.62. It looks like lane 1, a lane that is working hard, as said, and just seems to have a little bit of a lead on the rest of the field. Once again, lane 4 coming back very, very strong in these final 15 metres though. Who's going to be lane 1 or lane 4? Who's going to take this one? Possibly lane 1 just, but we'll see. It is lane 4, sorry, he touches first there in 1:28.24, and followed in second by Layla 1:28.32, and Jasmine touching third in 1:29.81. We move on to heat number 8.
In heat number 8, lane 1 from Knutsford is Eloise Perrott, lane 2 Eva Webb from Stockport Metro, lane 3 is Anastasia Mussat from the City of Salford, lane 4 is Olivia Mahoney from Cockermouth, lane 5 is Grace Rubble from Keating from the City of Manchester, lane 6 is Nicole Farley from Prescott, lane 7 is Jasmine Boazes from Warrington, and lane 8 is Annabelle Wallace from Knutsford.
Team coaches and managers, if you haven't already done so, can we have all remaining swimmers for the 100 metres breaststroke through to marshalling, please? Thank you. So going round first after the 50 metres is Nicole Farley in lane 6. She touched in 39.02. Followed by Anastasia in lane number 3. Her time is 39.62. And it is still them two out in front at the moment. As I said, Anastasia lane 3 and Nicole over in lane number 6. So the latter with the lead at the moment in Nicole. But not by very much. Actually coming through with the bursts as he went under the flags. Lane number 3 Anastasia. It looks like she's going to touch, and she is. She touches the wall in 124.15. Nicole touching in 124.93 and Jasmine Boazis touching the wall in 126.55. We move on to heat number 9.
Heat 9 in lane 1, we've got Emily Jackson-Smith from the City of Salford. Lane 2 is Sally Lomax from Southport. Lane 3 is Katie Hughes from Fleetwood, and lane 4 is Sarah Combe from Satellite. Lane 5 is Freya Jones from Preston. Lane 6 is Sienna Quain from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Jessica Cooney from the City of Liverpool, and lane 8 is Olivia Penellan from Ulverston.
So at the halfway point of this heat, it was Zara Cole who turned around first. She touched the wall in 39.86. And that was followed by Jessica Cooney in 39.97. And touching the wall third at the 50 metre point was Sally Lomax. She touched in 40.04. So at the moment, lanes 2, 4 and 7 are the ones leading the way. Looks like lane 7 has just got the slight advantage over lane number 2. We'll say Jessica just slightly out in front of Sally, but they're both working hard as they come in towards the final 5 metres. Who's going to take this touch? It is going to be Jessica touching the wall in 125.18, to Sally Lomax touching in 125.69, and then Zara touching in 128.71. We move on to heat 10.
In heat 10, lane 1, we've got Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2 is Scarlett Hutchison-Thompson from Bolton Metro. Lane 3 is Yasmin Coulthard from Cockermouth. Lane 4 is Gabriella Hunt from Warrington. Lane 5 is Alice Holt from Wigan Best. Lane 6 is Harriet Rawlings from Southport. Lane 7 is Olivia Ballard from Leyland. And lane 8 is Scarlett Smith from Stockport.
So the 50 metre point turning around in 36.47 is Gabriella Hunt. Second place is Yasmin Coulthard at the moment, 38.89. Turning third from Wigan Best was Alice Holt in 39.06. As they're making their way back down, it is still Gabriella Hunt of Warrington Warriors who's out in front. And then from there you've got lanes 3, 5, 6, all very close together. Yasmin, Alice and Harriet. So it is still Gabrielle who's out in front. It looks now that Alice is starting to break away and make second place her role in this particular heat. Gabrielle is going to come in and she's going to take the touch of 1:18.47. Alice will touch second in the time of 1:22.32, with Harriet Rawlings touching third in 1:23.34. We move on to heat 11.
And in heat number 11, we've got lane 1, Erin McCurry from Warrington. Lane 2 is Scarlett Robinson from Copeland. Lane 3 is Emily Wynne from Beppington. Lane 4 is Grace Jackson from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Amber Rake from Cockermouth. Lane 6 is Abby Roscoe from Wirral Metro. Lane 7 is Emily Roberts from Alsager. And lane 8 is Petra Varga from Wirral.
Team managers and coaches, we can have up to heat number 5 for event 355, the men's 14 years and under 400 metres freestyle to marshal in, please. Well, turning first serve is Grace Jackson in 36.18. She's got herself nearly a 2-second lead over Abby Roscoe, is currently running second. Abby and Amber having a little bit of a battle there in lanes 5 and 6. Instead, Grace still out in front in lane number 4. So Grace is coming in to touch the wall, and Grace does in 1:17.52. Second place is taken by lane number 8 in 1:21.87, with third place is Amber Rake touching in 1:21.99. We move on to the final heat in this event. This is heat 12.
And in this final heat, heat 12, lane 1, we've got Evie Blackburn from Knutsford. Lane 2, Sarah Mann from Preston. Lane 3, Evie Warnock from Ormskirk. Lane 4 is Gabrielle McCulloch from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Alyssa Boston from the City of Salford. Lane 6 is Joni Dunn from the City of Liverpool. Lane 7 is Lily Horton from Wirral Metro. And lane 8 is Amy Coy from Ormskirk.
So as they make their way up the pool for the first time, it is Gabby McCulloch who is out in front. After that, following is Alyssa Boston as well, as is Joni Dunn. So 4, 5 and 6 at the moment. Gabrielle McCulloch touching the wall there for the first 50 in 34.90. Second place at the moment is Joni Dunn, touching in 36.70, with Alyssa not far behind on 36.76. As I said, out in front, as it has been for the race so far, is Gabby McCulloch. Absolute power coming through from Gabby, as you can see there, each time of her hands. After that, as you can see, it's still Alyssa and Joni Dunn in lanes 5 and 6. So Gabby's coming in towards her final 5 metres now. She's going to touch the wall in 1:14.82. Second place goes to Alyssa, touching in 1:18.78, with Joni Dunn touching 1:19.37. And just like that, that is another event finished with. We now move on to event 355, the men's 14 years and under 400 metres freestyle. There are 9 heats in this event. This is heat number 1.
And And in heat number 1, in lane 3, we've got Gus Fraser from Winsford. Lane 4 is Jack Caradis from Kendal. And lane 5 is Elliot Dart, also from Kendal. And I've got the list for the finalists for the 100-metre breaststroke. So event 362, which is the 11-12 years age group. We've got Anna Smith from Workington, Sophie Dixon from Blackpool Aquatics, Willow Morley from the City of Salford, Marley Rose Garrett from the City of Liverpool, Isabella Fowles from Cockermouth, Maisie Geary from Southport, Serena Standring from Winsford, and Sophie Lee from Southport. And reserve swimmers are Megan Hacking from Great Harwood and Iris Hurst from Warrington. In the 13 years age group for the 100-metre breaststroke final is Scarlett Smith from Stockport Metro, Anastasia Musat from the City of Salford, Abby Roscoe from Wirral Metro, Gabrielle McCulloch from the City of Salford, Joni Dunn from the City of Liverpool, Alice Holt from Wigan Best, Nicole Farley from Prescott, and Sally Lomax from Southport. Reserve finalists are Erin McCurry from Warrington, and also from Warrington is Jasmine Boazes. And in the 14 years age group, the finalists for the 100-metre breaststroke are Amber Rigg from Cockermouth, Petra Varga from Wirral Metro, Alyssa Boslam from the City of Salford, Grace Jackson also from the City of Salford, Gabriella Hunt from Warrington, Lily Horton from Wirral Metro, Evie Warnock from Ormskirk, and Harriet Rawlings from Southport. Your reserve finalists are Yasmin Coulthard from Cockermouth and Emily Wynne from Beppington. You now have 15 minutes for any withdrawals. And a great finish from Gus Fraser there, finishing in first place with a 5:42.55. His entry time was 6:45.90, so that's a huge PB from Gus there, well done. And it's very equal between Jack and Elliot coming in for their last lap now. Both boys battling it out to the end. We've got second place, lane 4, Jack Gladys with 6:32.60, and third place, Elliot Dart, 6:33.97. On now to heat number 2. For heat number 2, lane 1 is Ethan Blythe from Bolton Metro. Lane 2 is Sonny Thomas from Winsford. Lane 3 is Lucas Gaskell from the City of Liverpool. Lane 4 is Jasper de Glocker from Warrington. Lane 5 is Daniel French from Hoylake. Lane 6 is James Dixon from Everton. And lane 7 is Rory Monaghan from Altrincham.
Okay, so as Ethan comes under the flags, minute lane 1. Ethan touches in 5:33.07. Entry time is 6:39. Only a minute off that. That's alright, isn't it? Well done, Ethan. Lane number 6 took second there. James Dixon, he took the wall in 5:36.63. James' entry time was 6:22.80. And third to touch the wall there was Jasper from Warrington Warriors. Okay, we move on to heat number 3.
And in heat number 3 in lane 1, we've got Joshua Bainty from Warrington. Lane 2 is Travis Minto from Fleetwood. Lane 3 is Thomas Bidgood from Satellite. Lane 4 is Reese Pownell from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 5 is Archie Fisher from Bolton Metro. Lane 6 is Alexander Lewis from the City of Manchester. Lane 7 is Marley Griffiths from Ulverston. And lane 8 is Ethan Bent from the City of Manchester.
So, turning at the halfway point, and out in front at the moment is Thomas Biggood in lane number 3, turning 2:31.22, followed by Travis Minto from Fleetwood, turning 2:33.01, and Archie Fisher turning 2:34.72. As you said, absolutely fantastic to be back at the regionals. Over this week alone, there's 51 different clubs being represented, and by the time the weekend's finished, there'll be over 1,700 individual races completed, which is absolutely fantastic effort. You can I said, and as we've seen so far already on the on day number 3, in both these sessions, the swimmers have turned up to put their best foot forward, and this is continuing as we go through the 400 free. So as I said, at the conclusion of the 400 freestyle, we'll be moving into the finals. They're going to be the women's 100 free, then the men's 53, followed by the women's 100 breast, and rounding off this Saturday afternoon with the men's 200 IM, and then we come back again to do it all again tomorrow. So here we go, as they make their way back down. Often you see it, but lanes 2, 3, 4, 5 all close together. Looks like 2 is still just out in front. There's Travis, but still working hard. Thomas next to him in lane 3. Looks like it's going to be one of them two to take the touch on the wall in this particular heat. Travis pushing through under the flags. And Travis touches the wall in 5:08.26. Thomas in second in 5:08.40. And Reese touching third in 5:09.46. Said swimmers still making their way in, working hard. You said Joshua coming in under the flags. And Joshua touches there in a time of 5:45.62. Set now for the final 5 metres. For a swimmer in lane number 8, Ethan Bent making his way in towards the wall. Ethan is going to touch. There you go. Well done, Ethan. Time of 6:06.31. We move on to heat number 4.
In heat number 4 in lane 1, we've got Tom Bell from Barrow. Lane 2 is Ewan Flannery from Warrington. Lane 3 is Edward Marr from Winsford. Lane 4 is William Kershaw from Blackpool. Lane 5 is Thomas Rickles from Winsford. Lane 6 is Lee Stalls from Oldham Aquatics. And lane 8 is Mark Owen from Bolton Metro.
Said out in front here, lane number 2 in Ewan Flannery. Got himself around about 7 seconds on second place, is William Kershaw at the moment. And then after that was Edward Marr from Winton. But as Ewan turns at the 300 metre mark, he turns to 3:39.79. He said that now gives him a 9-second lead over second place, which is William Kershaw. Still running third is Edward Marr from Winsford. So far from start to finish, Ewan Flannery has absolutely gone for it in this particular heat. He turns to make his way home, he turns in 4:17.37 does Ewan. I'm going to say Ewan's entry time was 5:21.87. I'm going to say Ewan now coming through with 25 metres left in this particular race for himself. As a reminder, as we said, Ewan's entry time 5:21.87. And as he comes under the flags, he's going to set a time of 4 minutes 53.66 for Warrington's Ewan Flannery. Well done there, Ewan. Next coming into the wall is going to be William Kershaw, who touches in 5:06.03. Nice 11 seconds off Williams' entry time as well. And touching third, Edward Marr, 5:12.53. Yeah, another 7 seconds off that one. Some great swims in the heats in these 400s. So Tom makes his way under and touches the wall in 5:39.86. We move on to heat 5.
And in heat number 5 in lane 1 from Southport we've got Callum Byrne, lane 2 is Isaac Shaw from Preston, lane 3 is Anthony Piacara from Altrincham, lane 4 is Christopher Jameson from Bedlington, lane 5 is Joseph Wigan from Altrincham, lane 6 is Seth Hutchinson from Preston, lane 7 from Preston as well is Fred Winter, and lane 8 is Joshua Paul from the City of Liverpool.
So at the halfway turn, it is lane number 6, Seth Hutchinson out in front, turning in 2:26.56, which is just 3 seconds lead over second place. There's lane number 1, Callum Byrne, he turned in 2:29.73. And running third at the moment is lane 2, is Isaac Shaw Preston, and his turn time was 2 minutes 30.56. So at the moment it's still Seth out in front in lane number 6. But again, lane 1, Callum working hard, just a couple of seconds behind him. Like I said, Seth turned that time on 3:45.45. So Seth is on his way back down for the final time. Turned that time in 4:24.41, just slightly extending his lead over Callum. It's still only at 2 seconds. He said Seth's entry time for this was 5:11 dead. So we'll see what he gets. Lane 1, still Callum working hard as he's making his way back down. But looking for this, Seth's going to get himself a healthy chunk off his entry time. Let's see what he does when he touches the wall. Seth touches the wall in 5:01.62. Second goes Callum Byrne in 5:03.54. And touching third was Isaac Shaw in 5:08.58. Coming under the flags and into the wall is Joshua. He will touch in a time of 5 minutes 30.47. We move on to heat 6.
And in heat 6, in lane 1, we've got Leo Talbot from Bolton Metro. Lane 2 is Duncan Whaley from Bury and Elton. Lane 3 is William Grundy from Bolton Metro. Oliver Nutters in lane 4 from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 5 is Ethan McGuinness from Ramsbottom. Lane 6 is Samuel Williams from Bolton Metro. Lane 7 is Thomas Large from Alsager. And lane 8 is Rowan Allison from Preston.
So as we come to the 200 metre turn, so halfway through, and it is at lane number 5 turning first, Ethan McGuinness. He turned in 2:26.07. Oliver Nutter not far behind in 2:27.95. Samuel Williams turning in 2:29.19. So as Ethan turns to home, he turns in 4:21.52, followed by lane number 3, William Grundy. And he went round in 4:25.35, and then Oliver Nutter in 4:25.90. So Ethan McGuinness, as I say, coming into his last 25, at an entry time of 5:01.87. He makes his way under the flags. Looks like he'll take a little bit of time off that as he makes his way in. And he does. Ethan touches in 4:58.53. Second place goes to Oliver Nutter in 5:02.53. Samuel Williams touching third in 5:02.57. We move on to heat 7.
And in heat 7 in lane 1, we've got Harry Bloor from Winsford. Lane 2 is Cody Bridge from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is James Fothergill from the City of Manchester. Lane 4 is Jack Seddon from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is Thomas O'Brien from Stockport. Lane 6 is Dylan Foster from Southport. Lane 7 is Jack Harmer from Satellite. And lane 8 is Adam Brown from Winsford.
So as we said, just as a reminder, we do it all again tomorrow. And in the morning, the warm-up, the ladies will be starting again first tomorrow at 8:05. And their warm-up will be going through to 8:30. After that will be the men and the boys, the lads, the gents. They'll be there from 8:30 to 8:55. And we'll be starting the racing at 9 o'clock. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to that tomorrow. But before then, we've still got the small issue of 2.5 more heats of this 400 freestyle and then into the finals. And if the finals or anything like this morning, I'm sure we'll be in for a treat. So that turn, as I said, the 300 metre turn, lane number 4, Jack Seddon turning 3:36.15, just under a second lead from Cody Bridge in lane number 2. Running third is lane number 6, Southport's Dylan Foster, he turning 3:40.49. So here we go as he comes back down for, as I said, the final time. It is going to be lane number 4, Bolton's Jack Seddon. What time is he going to hit? He's going to take the touch of 4:44.62. Cody Bridge, 4:47.22. Touching third, Dylan Foster, 4:51.98. Nice 9-second, as we said, beautiful swim in once again. Well done swimmers. We move on to heat number 8.
And in heat number 8, in lane 1 from Stockport Metro, we've got Lewis Brody. Lane 2 is Matthew Sowers from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Simon Harrison from Satellite. Lane 4 is Max Henderson from Cockermouth. Lane 5 is Casey Lou from Bolton Metro. Lane 6 is Henry Taylor from Stockport. Lane 7 is Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics. And lane 8 is Alfie Broad from Hunsford.
So there we go, at the halfway turn, it was Max Henderson, turning 2:17.77, closely followed by Matthew Soers. So that's, as we said, Max out in lane number 4, Matthew's in lane 2, but you've also got 5, 6, 7, all very close as they've gone through the 200 metre mark. So we'll see what happens in the second half of this particular race. So again, it is still Max, turning this time 2:53.87. Matthew Soers not far behind him, just around about 1/10 of a second. And it is these two now who've just got a little lead over the rest, so lanes 2 and 4. So that's a 300 metre turn. As we said, it is Max and Matthew working hard in lanes 2 and 4. They're in front of lanes 5, 6 and 7. They're all together. Max does seem to have just put the foot down a little bit. Seems to be creeping away from Matthew. We'll see also lanes 5, 6 and 7 still working very hard indeed. So Max turns this time on 4:04.18, and yeah, there you go, takes over a second off Matthew on that particular 50. As I said, he did put his foot down. Matthew's working hard to come back as they make their way back down the final 50. It's still Max out in front in lane number 4, Matthew in lane 2. Coming out and looking after that, it looks like lane 6 is running third at the moment. It's Henry Taylor. But as he makes his way under the flags, Max is going to touch the wall. He's going to take a time of 4:36.79. Around about 7 seconds off his entry time there. Second to touch the wall was Matthew Soers in 4:40.76. And third to touch the wall was Casey Lee from Bolton in 4:42.81. So he comes in under the flags and to take the touch. Alfie Moore touches at a time of 5:07.16. We move on to the final heat of this event. This is heat number 9.
And in this final heat, heat 9 in lane 1, we've got Luke Brussels from Prescott. Lane 3 is George Dated from Warrington. Lane 4 is Joshua Keogh from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is Ethan Kelly from the City of Liverpool. Lane 6 is Joseph Ashley from Warrington. Lane 7 is Luke Kavanagh from Wirral Metro. And lane 8 is Benjamin Ross from the City of Salford. finishing in first place, we have Joshua Keogh with 4:19.89. Second place was Ethan Kelly with 4:19.91. And third place was George Dated with 4:29.38. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the finals of the afternoon. The first final that we've got is event 356, which is the women's 11 and 12 years old 100-meter freestyle. And here the finalists are in lane 1 is Robin Salis from Camforth. Lane 2 is Kate Schillinger from Winsford. Lane 3 is Maisie O'Mahony from Cockermouth. Lane 4 is Iris Hurst from Warrington. Lane 5 is Sophie Lee from Southport. Lane 6 is Autumn Claxton from Stockport Metro. Lane 7 is Anya Foxwell from Wigan Best. And lane 8 is Lowry Whittaker from Preston.
So off we go with the first final of the afternoon, and as you make your way through the first 25, it is very, very close. Looks like lane number 8, lane 4 just slightly ahead at the moment. Here's lane 4 who is just out in front there, Iris Hurst. Iris Hurst goes round in 32.05. And as they make their way back down the pool for the final time, you see going through the 25, it is very close. So it's still Iris out in front, but only just. Maisie working hard as well, poolside's going crazy. This is going to be another one of these great finishes. Lane 3, lane 4, who's going to take it? Maisie in lane 3, looks like she's got the power to bring it home. I think she's going to, Maisie touches a wall in 106.29. Second is Iris Hurst, 107.23. And Autumn Claxton is third in 108 dead. Okay, moving on to our next final, which is event 357, the women's 13 years 100 metres freestyle final. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 from Trafford Metro, Ruby Sims. In lane 2 from Stockport Metro, it's PG Woo. In lane number 3 from Warrington Warriors, Jasmine Boazes. In lane 4 from Wigan Best is Evie Cutter. In lane 5 from Stockport Metro is Evie Clare. In lane number 6 from Wirral Metro is Abby Roscoe. In lane number 7 from Warrington Warriors is Olivia Watts. And in lane number 8 from the City of Salford is Amelie Bloxage. So off we go in this particular final. That's to tell who the early leaders are. Amelie's going well in lane number 8, as is Evie in 4, and also Abby Roscoe in lane number 6. Also lane 1, Ruby Sims going very well. Let's see who turns here. Here's Evie Cutter turning in 29.42 with Ruby Sim not far behind. As they make their way back down the pool for the final time, this is going to be close. Lanes 1, 2, 4, all close together. Through into the final 25. Looks like Evie Cutter and Peachy Woo in lanes 2 and 4, but coming strong is Abby Roscoe as well in lane 6. We are going to the wire in this one as they're making their way to the flags. Looks like lane 4 with Evie Cutter's going to come in. And she takes a touch in 101.54. In second place is Abby Roscoe, 102.42. And in third place is Peachy Woo in 102.61. I need to find my breath. We move on to event 3, 5, 8.
And next is event 358, which is the women 14 years 100 metre freestyle final. Your finalists today in lane 1 is Amber Rigg from Cockermouth. Lane 2 is Kerry Henney from Warrington. Lane 3 is Gracie Louise Potts from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Isabel Liptrot from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Katie Lee from the City of Salford. And also from the City of Salford in lane 6 is Alice Volkovaya. Lane 7 from Cockermouth is Olivia O'Mahony. And in lane 8 from the Trafford Metro is Amelia Williams-Blake.
Just some results from the 400 metres freestyle in your 11 and 12 years age group. In third place from Blackpool was William Kershaw. Second place from Southport was Callum Byrne. And in first place in a time of 5:02.57 from Bolton Metro was Samuel Williams. In your 13 years age group in third place was Ethan McGuinness. Second place from Warrington Warriors was Ewan Flannery. And in first place from Wigan Best in a time of 4:47.6 was Matthew Swords. Okay, so as the swimmers make their way back down, it is Gracie Louise Potts who turned first. But this is pretty much in the line, it's take your pick. Who's going to win? I have no idea. I love these finals, but here we go. Lanes 2, 3, 4, 5 all got a chance of coming in to take this one. I have no idea. It looks like lane 5, Katie Lee's just coming out in front, but Gracie Louise Potts is coming back hard as well. Here we go into the wall. It is Katie Lee in a time of 101.37. Second place goes to Gracie Louise Potts in 102 dead. And in third place was Isabel Liptrot from Wigan Best in 102.20.
Next is event 359, which is the men 11 and 12 years old 50 metre freestyle final. And in lane 1, we've got Toby Harrison from Stockport Metro. In lane 2, also from Stockport, Gerard Borrell Shelikoff. Lane 3, also from Stockport, is Mir Alderbach. Lane 4, from Ramsbottom, is Cormac Whiteley. Lane 5 from Bolton Metro is Samuel Williams. Lane 6 is Ben Saxby from Ramsbottom. Lane 7 is Leo Talbot from Bolton Metro. And in lane 8 is Zachary Flitton from Workington.
So the final set of results for the 400 metres freestyle in the 14 years age group. In third place was George Dantine, in second place was Ethan Kelly, and in first place at the time of 4 minutes 1989 was Joshua Keogh. So off we go with the first 50 metre final. And at the moment, again, it's take your pick, and I imagine it's going to be like this for each of the finals we've got on the 53. At the minute, it looks like lane 4's just got a slight lead, but I don't know, lane 5's coming back strong as well. It's going to be on the touch. It is lane number 5, Samuel Williams, touching first, 29.52. Cormac Whiteley, 29.65. And Mayor Alderbach in 29.96. Okay, we move on to the next final now, which is event 360, which is the men's 13 years 50 metre freestyle final. Introducing your finalists. In lane number 1 from Wigan Best, Alfie Owen. In lane number 2 from Ramsbottom, Ethan McGuinness. In lane number 3 from Stockport Metro, Daniel Colverdi. In lane number 4 from Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe. In lane number 5 from Crosby, Finley Arnold. In lane number 6 from Carlisle Aquatics is Oscar Hodgson. In lane 7 from Ramsbottom is Charlie Wilcott. And in lane number 8 from Satellite, Jasper Weller. Okay, so off they go up the pool, and it is at lane number 4 at the minute, Samuel Sutcliffe. And he's going to make his way under the flags, and he's going to take the touch at 26.11. Second place is Daniel Colverdi in 27.74, and third to touch the wall was Finley Arnold. In event 360, there was a disqualification in lane number 5.
And we're moving on now to event 361, which is the men 14 years 50 metre freestyle final. In lane 1, we've got Joshua Keogh from Bolton Metro. Lane 2 is Isaac Chow from Everton. Lane 3 is Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 4 is Ollie Bottomley from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 6 is Henry Taylor from Stockport Metro. Lane 7 is Casey Liu from Bolton Metro. And lane 8 is Jack Wheeler from Winsford.
So off we go again. I'm making our way through the first 25, as you would imagine, very close. Possibly lane number 3 with a very, very slight advantage. in Oliver Parry, but as I said, too close to call as they go through the final 15 and they're heading into the final 5 and the flags. It does look like lane number 3. And it is lane 3, Oliver Parry touching in 26.13, Ollie Bottomley touching 26.57, and Jonathan Waters in 26.79. Okay, so now we move on to event 362, which is the women's 11 and 12 years 100 metres breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists, in lane number 1 from Workington is Anna Smith. In lane number 2 from Blackpool Aquatics, Sophie Dixon. In lane number 3 from the city of Salford is Willow Morley. In lane number 4 from the city of Liverpool is Marley Rose Garrett. In lane number 5 from Cockermouth is Isabella Fowles. In lane number 6 from Southport is Maisie Geary. In lane number 7 from Winsford, excuse me,
Lane 7 is Serena Standring from Winsford, and lane 8 is Sophie Lee from Southport.
Apologies to Serena there, there's something in the back of her throat, I do apologise, but off they go in the 100 metres breaststroke final. Just to catch up on some results for you, the women's 11 and 12 years 100 metre freestyle final. In third place was Autumn Claxton, in second place was Iris Hurst, and in first place at a time of 1:06.29 from Cockermouth was Maisie Mahoney. In the 13 years age group, in third place from Stockport was Peachy Wu, in second place from Wirral Metro was Abby Roscoe, and in first place in a time of 1:01.54 from Wigan Best was Evie Cutter. Moving on to your 14 years age group, in third place from Wigan Best was Isabel Littrop, in second place from the city of Salford was Gracie Louise Potts, and in first place in a time of 1:01.37 from city of Salford was Katie Lee. Okay, so as the girls making their way back down the pool, then 3, 4, 5, all close together at the moment. As we said, it is lanes 4 and 5 just out in front. There's that Yamali Rose and Isabella. It still could be anybody's this. As we said, still the golden lanes in front at the moment in Marley Rose and Isabella as they come into their final 5 metres. Who's got left? Who's going to touch the wall first? It is going to be Isabella in a time of 1:28.78. Second was Marley Rose, 1:28.75. And third was Maisie Geary, 1:29.68.
Moving on to event 363, which is the women 13 years 100 metre breaststroke final. In lane number 1, we've got Scarlett Smith from Stockport Metro. Lane 2 is Anastasia Musat from the city of Salford. In lane 3, we've got Abby Roscoe from Wirral Metro. And lane 4 from the city of Salford is Gabrielle McCulloch. In lane 5 from the city of Liverpool is Joni Dunn. In lane 6 from Wigan Best is Alice Holt. In lane 7 from Prescott is Nicole Farley. And lane 8 from Southport is Sally Lomax.
Okay, coming with you now with some more results, this time from the boys 50 freestyle. In the 11 and 12 years age group, in third place from Stockport Metro was Mia Elderback. In second place from Ramsbottom was Cormac Whiteley. And in first place from Bolton Metro in 29.52 was Samuel Williams. In the 13 years age group, in third place from Carlisle was Oscar Hodgson. Second place from Stockport Metro was Daniel Coverdy. And in first place in a time of 26.11 from Ramsbottom was Samuel Sutcliffe. In the 14 years age group, in third place from Blackpool Aquatics was Jonathan Waters. Second place from City of Salford was Ollie Bottomley. And in first place in a time of 26.13 from Oldham Aquatics, Oliver Parry. Okay, so as they come back down at the 50 turn, it was Gabrielle McCulloch in 35.23, followed by Joni Dunn in 36.98 and Abby Roscoe 37.35. And it looks like it is still them three, as we said. Gabby there in lane number 4 out in front at the moment. After that, it's Joni and Abby. As we said, as they're heading down and towards the final 5 metres, as we said, it's just about a matter of what time Gabby can post. Gabby's going to touch the wall in 1:14.98. Who's going to take second? It is going to be Abby Roscoe touching the wall in 1:18.63, with Joni Dunn touching in 1:18.90. Okay, we move on to our next final now, which is event 364, the women's 14 years 100 metres breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists. In lane number 1 from Cockermouth is Amber Rigg. In lane 2 from Wirral Metro is Petra Varga. In lane number 3 from the City of Salford is Alyssa Boslam. In lane number 4, also from City of Salford, is Grace Jackson. In lane 5 from Warrington Warriors is Gabriella Hunt. In lane number 6 from Wirral Metro is Lily Horton. In lane number 7 from Ormskirk is Evie Warnock. And in lane number 8 from Southport is Harriet Rawlings. So I'm coming with you with some more results, this time for the 100 metres breaststroke in the 11 and 12 years age group. In third place from Southport was Maisie Geary. In second place from City of Liverpool was Marley Rose Garrett. And in first place at a time of 1 minute 28.70 from Cockermouth is Isabella Fellows. Okay, swimmers are making their way up the pool. At the minute, it looks like the golden lanes are out in front, which will be Grace Jackson and Gabriella Hunt. We'll soon find out as they are coming under the flags. It is them at the moment. Who will turn first on the 50 is Grace Jackson, turning 36.03. Gabriella Hunt not far behind. Running third at the moment is Alyssa. Apologies, Alyssa. As they're making their way back down the pool, though, it is very, very close indeed. As we said, the golden lanes are just out in front, but everyone's making a chance to try and catch them up. Grace just out in front. Gabriella giving chase as well, as is Alyssa in lane number 3. As we said, coming into the final 15, still very close between Grace, also Gabriella, and still working very hard is Alyssa. As they come under the flags to take the touch, it is going to be Grace Jackson in 1:16.93, Gabriella Hunt in 1:17.27, and Alyssa Boslam in 1:18.05.
Moving Moving on now to event 365, which is the men 11 and 12 years old 200 metre IM final. In lane number 1, we've got Gerard Shelikoff from Stockport Metro. Lane 2 is Harrison Dale from Southport. Lane 3 is Leo Talbot from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 is James Vaughan from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Samuel Williams from Bolton Metro. Lane 6 is Callum Byrne from Southport. Lane 7 is William Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. And in lane 8, Freddie Sutton from Copeland.
Okay, going with some more results now, this time for the 13 years age group for the women's 100 metres breaststroke final. In third place in the City of Liverpool was Joni Dunn. In second place in Wirral Metro was Abby Roscoe. And in first place in a time of 1 minute 14.98 from the City of Salford was Gabrielle McCulloch. Moving on to your 14 years age group. In third place from City of Salford was Alyssa Boslam. In second place from Warrington Warriors was Gabriella Hunt. And in first place in a time of 1:16.93 from the City of Salford was Grace Jackson. So as the swimmers make their way back down on the backstroke leg here, as you can see, the golden lanes are there James Vaughan and Samuel Williams. Very close together. Looks like James just edging away there. And now we come, as we said, to the breaststroke section. So James still out in front at the moment in lane number 4. If anything, looks to be slightly pulled away, but not by much. Over lane number 5 is Samuel Williams. Coming along on his breaststroke as well, next to Samuel is Callum Byrne in lane number 6. As I said, James Vaughan has worked very hard on his breaststroke. He was making headway, and he's heading towards the touch here as he makes his way back down on the freestyle. This time he turns on 2:03.40. Got himself just short of a 4-second lead over Samuel, who's in lane number 5. Callum Byrne, lane 6, working very hard just behind as well. The 25 metres left. James Vaughan is still in the lead. So James' actual heat was, he came into the finals on a time of 2:45.13. And he's going to touch the wall here in the final with a time of 2:39.55. Coming in to take second place is going to be Samuel Williams at a time of 2:45.11. And touching third was Callum Byrne in 2:45.98. Okay, so we move on to the next final, which is event 366, the men's 13 years, 200 metres individual medley. Introducing your finalists. In lane number 1, from Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe. In lane 2, from the City of Liverpool, is Dylan Madigan. In lane number 3, from Altrincham, is Max Orford. In lane 4, from Satellite, is Thomas Biggood. In lane number 5, from the City of Liverpool, is William Irvine. In lane number 6, from Wigan Best, is Alfie Owen. In lane number 7 from Carlisle Aquatics is Oscar Hodson. And in lane number 8 from Leyland Barracudas is Reese Pownall. So here are the results for you from the men's 11 and 12 years 200 metre individual medley final. In third place from Southport was Callum Byrne. In second place from Bolton Metro was Samuel Williams. And in first place in a time of 2:39.55 from Wigan Best was James Vaughan. So after the fly, it's Sam Sutcliffe in front, touching the wall in 29.58. After that, the rest of the final pretty much close together. After the backstroke, Sam touches the wall there in 1:06.81. Second place is Max Orford, in 1:11.61. And third at the moment is William Irvine in 1:13.48. So we'll see what happens as they make their way up on the breaststroke section. As we said at the minute, Samuel is still out in front. And Max Orford in lane number 3 is coming back very quickly at him on this breaststroke. You said lane 1, Samuel Sutcliffe still out in front. He touches this time at 1:55.12. Only 2 seconds in front of Max Orford now. William Irvine still running the third. So they make their way back down on the freestyle. As I said, for as it has been throughout the entirety of the race, it is Sam Sutcliffe, lane number 1. Still running second is Max Orford, but there is a race on now for third place with lanes 4, 5 and 6. Alfie Owen finishing very strongly in lane 6, but coming into touch here is Samuel Sutcliffe in 2:30.68. Second place is going to Max Orford in 2:34.41. And in third place is Alfie Owen from Wigan Best with a cracking freestyle in 2:35.52.
Moving on now to the final of the day, which is event 367, men's 14 years 200 metre IM. Your finalists are lane 1, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 2 from Wigan Best is Joshua Hayes. From Stockport Metro in lane 3 is Henry Taylor. In lane 4 from Warrington is Joseph Ashley. In lane 5 from the City of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. And also from the City of Salford in lane 6 is Luke Aitken. From Chorley Marlins in lane 7 is Brandon Taylor. And in lane 8 from Stockport Metro is Lewis Brody.
Said, here we go, the last race of day number 3. As we said, it falls to the 14-year-old boys in the 200 metres individual medley final. The minute as they make their way up, it is lanes number 4 and 5. Joseph Ashley and Ollie Bottomley, as well as lane number 1, Oliver Parry. Here's Oliver, who actually takes the touch after the butterfly. He touched in 29.89. Joseph Ashley in 29.96, with Ollie not far behind in 30.16. Alright, we've got some results to read out for you in the men's 13 years 200 metres individual medley. In third place from Wigan Best was Alfie Owen. In second place from Altrincham was Max Orford. And in first place in a time of 2 minutes 30.68 from Ramsbottom was Samuel Sutcliffe. So at the moment, as we said, it is lane number 4. Joseph Ashley is off again on his breaststroke. After that, it looks like it's Oliver Parry in lane 1. And we've also got lanes 3, 5 and 6 very close together as well. We say Joseph touches there in 1:46.25. Turning second is going to be Oliver Parry, and turning third is Luke Aitken. So here we go, they made their way down. We said Joseph, just a matter of what time he's going to get, but the rest of the field fighting hard. As we said, lane 1 is Oliver Parry, he's running second at the moment. And then I would say lane 5 is probably next in Ollie Bottomley. But he's very close, his teammate Luke Aitken is working hard to try and catch him up and track him down, as is lane number 3 in Henry Taylor. But touching the wall there is Joseph Ashley in 2:20.51. Coming in next is Oliver Parry, he's going to touch in 2:26.17, and taking third is Ollie Bottomley in a time of 2:27.28. In event 367, there was a disqualification to announce in lane number 3. All right, so there we go. Thank you very much. We hope you've enjoyed, as we said, day number 3, sessions 5 and 6. And we hope you come back again, whether you be on the live stream watching us tomorrow. As we said, for the swimmers, just a reminder, the women's warm-up is 8:05 till 8:30. The men's will be in from 8:30 till 8:55, and we start swimming at 9 o'clock. Okay, once again, thank you to all the officials. If you'd like to make your way off poolside, thank you to all the officials. You can now make your way off the swim deck. Thank you.